welcome to a very special edition of Talking Manny.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Benny.
And why is today a very special episode?
Well, today is Talking Manny's Coastal Special.
We have spent a lot of our time by the sea these past few weeks.
In Blackpool and the infamous Isle of Man.
Where our producer Ollie Sykes has currently fled to.
But first, today, our coastal journey begins an hour down the motorway from Manchester.
We went to the crazy seaside town of Blackpool.
And what did we get up to?
We spent a lot of 2p's.
Well, that got me a bit wet.
Welcome to a very wet Blackpool. Today Talking Manny has taken down the road an hour away and we are in Blackpool.
And it's raining, but what British seaside day trip isn't complete without a bit of rain? I don't think I've ever been to a northern coastal town and it not be absolutely soaking. However, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're going to make it a really fun day nonetheless.
Yes, we are.
Let's do it.
Hello Talking Manny. We are currently just stood by the sea listening to the waves crashing and it's so relaxing. Just take a minute to listen. Here, I'll flip the cam.
This is a moment where you just think, life is what you make it, because a lot of times you could look out the window and see that it's a bit drizzly and think, I just want to stay in, I want to tuck myself under the duvet and just go to sleep. Or you can come out and enjoy the loveliness, relaxing.
It's just so peaceful.
The sea.
There's not really many people around. It's a bit grey and rainy, but the waves aren't too scary.
It's not too cold either.
No,
It's just
perfect.
nice. It is perfect. It's honestly perfect. Now we need to find our way to the tower.
Sinking.
Oh no, we're sinking. No!
Welcome to Blackpool. I can smell barbecue, but just fascinated by these sheer amount of steps here. Very well constructed. I mean, just you know, this beach is a nice beach. You know, I just could sit there, picture myself having a barbecue or having some fish and chips in a few hours, taking in the sunset. You know.
Benny, you've got something coming out of your head.
What is it? What could it be?
Well, the umbrella's down, it's stopped raining, and it's nice now.
And it's not Talking Manny, it's Talking Blackpool. We are stood right in front of the famous tower, which is lit up in all its glory. That is where they have the Strictly Come Dancing special every single year. And I think the ballroom should be even more famous for the fact that it hosted Roy Cropper and Hayley Cropper's final dance before her death in Coronation Street. But yeah, me and Dan could dance, couldn't we? Oh. And look, we can't get up the tower, but we have gone on a height, and even this is enough for me. I'm a bit scared. Dan, have you ever been up the Blackpool Tower?
Yeah, all the way to the top.
How did you find it? Did you enjoy it?
I didn't mind it, but we were saying earlier, didn't we? I didn't really like the glass floor.
I was terrified of the glass floor. It was like, ah!
Not very good.
There's a good photo which we'll put in the studio, and I'm thinking, ah. You can see the sea. Now you see it. Now you don't. Where did it go? The sea went walkies. Well, Dan, what do you want to win?
I'm trying to win that dinosaur there. Be our Talking Manny pet. All my coins are just flying out everywhere now.
Yay! Smiley face.
What are you trying to win?
I want to win that skateboard, but nothing's falling from that side, so I've gone to this side to get some more points. Thinking tactically, you know. Let's try on this side again.
So, I'm trying to win the dinosaur. I've just loaded up the machine with tons of coins. But if we go over to Ollie's sites, he's just won the keyring, but it hasn't fallen down properly.
I got one of these.
You got a ticket? Oh, yes!
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 Right, here we go.
It's the moment of truth for Dan Walters now.
Here's the technique.
Oh my god, Dan, you won it!
Yeah, I won it. It slid down.
How much do you think this little dinosaur has cost you?
£2.
It's not too bad, is
It's
it?
not bad in this economy.
No, and do you feel like you can now collab with George Pig? Unfortunately, I didn't win anything on the 2p machines, but I did come away with some tickets. Oh, and as if by magic, oh, pound coins appeared. Oh wow, we must play a table hockey. Well, I may not have won anything on the 2p machines, but you know what I'm all about. Reasons to be cheerful. I beat Dan at the table hockey. Woohoo! Keyring. Oh, there we are. Like Romeo and Romeo. 5, 6, 7, 8.
We are winners.
We are winners.
We raided the arcade and we have all come away with our prizes.
And we're feeling great because we have just spent probably about an hour and a half in there. And
Was
all we
it?
cared about, I think it was, yeah. And I think all we cared about was getting our 2p's down the slots and having some fun. Nothing else mattered whilst we were in there. It was just brilliant. What a great day out it's been to Blackpool. And now it's time for the final stop. Oh, he's loving it.
This has been such a good day.
It's now time for the final stop, which is tea, fish and chips, and you can tell by Dan's that he's very excited for that.
Hello team, we've made it. Outside of the fish and chip shop.
It was so good, wasn't it?
It was so good. I ordered a small fish and chips and it was huge.
I'm really glad I didn't order a large one because
know.
I feel stuffed now.
I wouldn't have finished it.
I say that as if in half an hour I'm not going to be reaching for the Maryland cookies in the car, but it was very delicious. And that sums up a perfect day
I
to
was going to
Blackpool.
say, that has topped off a very good day. And wasn't Blackpool just amazing?
I really enjoyed Blackpool. You know, I had low expectations, if I'm being completely honest, because we didn't leave Salford until about 4 o'clock, did
I know, it was a bit of a rush down the M-way, wasn't it?
Down the motorway, and it was pouring
and
down
it was
with
pouring
rain.
with rain.
Like, I've never seen rain like that before. I
No.
thought the windscreen was going to
I
cave
know, well,
in.
whilst we were racing down the motorway, there was rain flying at us, wasn't there? We
was
were
a lot of
thinking,
rain.
what are we driving towards?
A lot of
But it was
rain.
amazing. When we got there, the umbrella was up and we were fine.
Yeah, and the beach was so nice, the waves so relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
My favourite part was when the water was splashing against the steps on the beach.
The ripples of that water on the steps.
And of course the fact we went for fish and chips, and we spent quite a lot of 2p's, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
A lot of 2p's
I
we
think
spent.
my little toy, like I said, cost about £2, but that's not bad.
So how many 2p's is that? 100 2p's?
100 2p's.
And all of those 2p's that we took out of the machine. It was a long, long quest to get that little toy,
We were
wasn't it?
fighting
But it was all
for our
worth it,
talking Manny
right?
mascot. It was worth
It
it.
was really worth it. I loved it. But from Blackpool to even further west, is everybody ready for the grand premiere of what we have all been waiting for since Talking Manny began?
It's finally here. Benny's trip to the Great Isle of Man has finally been documented.
Let's get straight in to day one. Hello, I'm here in the Isle of Man. After waking up at 5:30 this morning to get a 6 o'clock train from Salford and made it to the airport, everything very smooth at the airport, a nice 25-minute flight, landed in a few hours ago, right in the middle of the Isle of Man here in Douglas, ready to see what Ollie's got coming up in store for me over the next few days. Let's do this. So, Mr. Sykes, we're in the Isle of Man, we're in Douglas, which is the capital city of the Isle of Man, and where are we going first?
Well, of course, the brand new Conister Arms Weatherspoons, of course.
Yeah.
A proper delicacy.
I've come all the way to the Isle of Man, only for him to take me to a Spoons as the first destination.
You were interested.
I can't say I'm complaining. I just think it's very funny.
Go on, Benny, get yourself a picture.
Yeah, maybe I will. Well, you'll find out when we go inside.
Oh, yeah.
So, Ollie, what do you think of the Isle of Man's brand new Weatherspoons?
Well, we've just had a lovely meal, haven't we, Josh?
Incredible.
This is Josh, by the way, Ollie's friend from the Isle of Man, and even though we've only known each other a few hours, I would say he's my friend too now. Yay!
Yeah, no, it's been good. I had a chicken burger and a pint of lemonade. Fast, fresh, tasty. You know, fresh as in...
Some would say it's better than
warm, it was quick.
the Manchester locale.
Yeah, maybe not fresh man's produce, which is a downside, but very tasty.
A competitor
Yeah. Really nice
to the high rolling facilities. in
Nice
Manchester.
facilities, there you go. Get a bit of Weatherspoons in for you.
Yeah.
So, Ollie, these are the Bee Gees, and you've mentioned them many times on your radio show, haven't you?
I have,
And,
yes.
and there's a reason for that, because you like to rant about people thinking that the Bee Gees are from Manchester. And why is that?
They're not. They're from here, and they lived just near Ballacameen High School. And this statue was actually built by the same chap who did the one for the Beatles outside the Liver building in Liverpool. But look at the detail. I mean, you've got a little Isle of Man emblem here on his necklace. I mean, it's beautiful, beautiful architecture. And yeah, they look like it's Saturday Night Fever or something walking down the street, don't they?
Following our trip to see the Bee Gees, we headed in the car up the east coast and over to Laxey. So, Ollie, we're in Laxey, and you're not very happy, are you?
Well, I should have done some forward planning. I forgot it's a Monday, and some businesses take Monday as a day off on the island, apart from maybe school holidays or bank holidays. But we're here nevertheless, and it is on the east coast. We're going on the north sort of east coast now of the island. You can see the beautiful Irish Sea behind me and the lovely waves, which is something when you're, you know, in the UK and in sort of inland, you don't hear much of it. It's very therapeutic to a Manxman to hear the waves crashing against the rocks. And it's a very rocky beach here in Laxey. I came down here a lot when I was younger, and we often do an Easter picnic. We haven't done it this year, and sort of through COVID, I think it sort of stopped. But we got a row close sign, I believe it was, and went sort of like, what's it called? Sledging with on the rocks, because as you can see, it's quite a bank over there.
That is quite incredible.
Yeah.
So, Ollie, what do you think the plan is? Are we going to get some ice cream and then go for a paddle?
I believe so. What have you gone for?
I've just gone for a very basic vanilla Mr. Whippy in the most regular comb, because, you know, I'm a very average man. I do very average things. It's very nice. It's very nice on a lovely warm day here in Laxey.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it right. That's good.
Banoffee for me. I haven't tried it yet. He's gone straight in. Let's have a look at that. It's got sort of like a.
You better start eating it before.
Yeah, it's going to go.
Big lick,
Yeah, we got a bit of Sykes' tongue on camera. Wow.
That's quite banoffery. I don't know. Banoffee. Tasty.
Delectable.
After the ice cream, it was time to head up the Lady Isabella, Laxey's water wheel. Well, Ollie, we're at the top of the water wheel.
The Lady Isabella, the largest working water wheel in the world. This is the Laxey wheel. We're still in Laxey here in the Isle of Man. It's been a while since I was last here. Frightening. We are very high right now.
My heart rate is beating quite fast, not only because I'm a bit scared of heights, but also because we had to walk up quite a lot of stairs to get here, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
I don't think it helps if there's a water wheel moving and blowing us. I honestly feel like I'm going to blow off.
There was a bit
blow
of
off the
spray as we
platform.
were coming up. Like,
Yeah.
That was quite needed.
Oh, here we
actually.
are. We've got the Manx Electric Railway, which I think is well over 100 years old. It's travelling down off the mountain, which you can see all the way up over there to the right.
Wow.
Just up there.
It's not going there.
What a treat.
Yeah, it's travelling down now.
What a treat
we're into sort of coming towards the end of day one. Not really. We've got a long.
We got a beach swim at the end of
We've
it.
got a dip in the sea to do first. No, it's been really, really exciting. No, I love it. I love it. It's a great place. There's lots here, isn't there? Yeah, no, it's beautiful. Loving the island. It's nice to be out of the UK, that's for sure. Away from the horrors that is the city of Manchester. Salford's all right though. Love Salford.
Yeah, and we're going to probably have a trip down the mines in a second.
Oh,
I don't know if you can go down there these days. It's been,
pretty sure you
it's
can.
been, I say, well over 10 years since I was last here. I reckon.
Oh, we
I
go
can't
explore
remember.
them.
But my father, I don't think's ever been up here. I don't, and I think I might be like him. I think I may never come back up here ever again. So I will savour this moment in the lovely Laxey Valley. Beautiful, gorgeous. I've lived here all my life, pretty much, and I don't get sick of it. Love it here.
Beautiful.
Well, see you in a bit, chaps.
Wow. Hello. Here we are. We are in a mine of all places. This is very exciting.
Here we go.
Here, well, Ollie, oh yeah, just be careful. We've got to wear hard hats, so there must be some dangers in here.
You might bang your head.
Ollie, what's the history of this mine? Do you know?
I'm not a historian, but it's a very old one, I'd say. I think
Laxey was a massive mining.
Yeah, Laxey was a massive mining village, and
Get back in shot. Get back in shot.
It
was
goes
cold.
very, very deep to the ground. I mean, it's still wet in here to this day,
Yeah.
and
It's amazing. I love it.
should we show the viewers?
Yeah, we should definitely show the viewers.
Welcome.
After our trip down the mines, it was time to leave Laxey and head back to Ollie's hometown of Port Erin. There we ended day one in the Isle of Man with a dip in the sea and a game of volleyball with the backdrop of a beautiful sunset. Oh, what a trip that was to Spoons that day. And that Isle of Man Spoons had only been open for a week when we went in.
I've heard you both say it's pretty new, isn't it? It's pretty new for the Isle of Man. It's a pretty big deal that they've got a Wetherspoons.
Well, first one on the island, and it was nice to go to one which didn't quite yet have a sticky floor.
No.
I'm sure it does now.
It did look quite nice inside, though.
No,
it looked
very
like,
nice.
as spoons go, it looked like a nice. Did they still have their classic blue plates?
Ooh. Yes.
Can you remember that
yes.
far back?
No, they did. They did.
Can't be a Wetherspoons without
It's
the
not a
classic blue
Wetherspoons
plates.
without the classic blues
No.
plates. I think that's part of the trademark.
And what did you have?
I had a pizza.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. A
And I had
Wetherspoons
some
pizza.
and I think I had some cheesy chips on the side. So
And there was
quite a lot of cheese.
no day drinking. Just the lemonade, wasn't it?
No, for Ollie, yes, but for me, I wasn't so
Okay.
sensible.
That's the way to live the
I had
summer,
a
though, isn't it?
Copperberg, you know. I was on holiday, right?
You were on holiday in
Could
the
do what I
Isle.
want.
Since the Isle of Man, that was in the summer, but what have we been up to recently?
Well, that's a good question. We've done loads, it feels like, the last couple of weeks. It's hard to sit down and remember
I
it
know,
all, but
I
it
feel
is
like
good to
we've been,
reflect.
I think we've been in about 100 places in one go, haven't we?
Yeah,
So what have we been
done?
doing?
Well, we went out last Saturday, didn't we? You came
Yes.
over to mine. We
Yes,
had some pasta.
we had pasta. Oh, that was last Saturday.
I know.
Time has flown
I
this
know.
week.
It's
Time
crazy,
has
isn't
flown
it?
this week. It is crazy.
Pasta
But that
on
was a week ago.
Valentine's Day.
Pasta was very good. It was very nice.
What else have we been up to? Well, you've been to Hornsea, haven't you?
I went to Hornsea, went to the coast to start major project work, met
Yeah.
my drone pilot, met a few
yeah.
people. I couldn't believe it. All the caravans sat on the edge.
I've done a
Amazing.
couple more news days. So we're
Yes.
cracking on. Done a podcast pitch as well.
Oh yeah, you've been busy with
So,
assignments.
it
I
has
handed
been
my
busy.
proposal in.
Yeah, I mean, it has been crazy, hasn't it?
We've
really?
celebrated birthday parties with Gracie
Yes,
Jones.
we went to the flight club with her.
Yes, we
We
did.
had a shock social.
We've been busy, haven't we?
God.
We have been busy.
I mean-
I'm surprised we're still awake on this sofa.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've not got any sleep over the last couple of weeks, which is not good for your well-being.
I have realised
But-
actually that the past few days I reckon if you combine sleep, it's probably about 10 hours over
It's
3
not
days.
great, is it?
Not
however,
ideal.
keeping yourself busy, keeping the
Is
mind
good.
active is good.
It is
although we
good.
need to work. We will be working. We promise to our viewers we will be working
We will
on
be
our
working.
sleep schedule.
We will be. Maybe next week we should do a bit of a sleep update.
Yes, that's a good idea. That's a
think we
great
should.
idea. Let's
think we
do
should.
that. Let's do that.
Before our catch up though, we started Benny's journey in the Great Isle of Man.
Let's move on to days 2 and 3, a trip to Ramsey, a sound breakfast, and a very interesting car journey with producer Sykes. Time for day 2 on the Isle of Man, and what a better way to start than with this view and breakfast at the Sound Cafe. Well, hello, and welcome back to the Isle of Man. It's day 2, after a very nice sleep. We're here at the Sound Cafe for a very delicious breakfast. I had the Sound Big Breakfast. tomatoes, hash browns, sausages, bacon. Absolutely fantastic, with an incredible view behind me. Love it. The Sound Cafe is a must visit for all tourists to the Isle of Man. Located in Cregnesh on the south of the island, the cafe boasts views of the Calf of Man and has several delicious options on its menu, including breakfast burritos, breakfast baps, and a proper full Manx breakfast, as well as many lunch options. After our filling breakfast, it was time to get back on the road and head north to Ramsey.
Since this one's not about lyrics, I'd suggest imagining soft finger picking on a sun-soaked guitar. Occasional melodic bends reminiscent of waves rolling ashore. A subtle pocket beat could mimic the rhythm of distant tides. Let the absence of vocals create room for the guitar to tell its own serene...
Benny, what's this?
Well, just like our very own park, it's called Peel. It's the Peel Castle. And yeah, it's very beautiful. There's Peel Hill over there. More water here. And this is apparently one of the best spots in the Isle of Man for a sunset.
Just here, basically.
Yeah. However, it's not quite time for the sunset yet, and we do actually have other things to do, so we might not be able to see it. But if you do get a chance, definitely come and see it. After our trip to Peel, which included eating the delicious Manx delicacy of chips, cheese and gravy, we headed back to Port Erin for the sunset. Right. Well, what a beautiful sunset it is here in Port Erin as we end my second day in the Isle of Man. And as we always have to when you're on your hollybobs, you end it with a pint by the sea. So, true to tradition, that's what we're doing right now. Yes.
Go on. What do you think of it? What is it? It's a Salford Press.
My regular. Cheap as chips. Beautiful. I love it.
And what do you think of Milner Tower over there, Bradder Head?
It's very cool. Definitely stands out on the cliff. And yeah, it's looking out to sea. It's protecting the Isle of Man. Day 3 of my trip, and after breakfast at the island's only McDonald's, we headed to the Tin World, the National Parliament building. Well, here we are, outside the Tin World, or what's the building actually?
Tin World building,
it is
yeah.
The Tin World building, yeah. Which is the Isle of Man's national parliament. As a crown dependency, they make their own laws, governed by themselves. And we've just been in to watch some of the Tin World in action, where the Legislative Council and
House of Keys come together.
They come together, so that's like the House of Lords and the House of Commons, that's the UK equivalent. They come together and they discuss important matters and pass or decline to pass motions. And we've just watched one about a national rate for swimming pools. Very exciting, I know. It's very different to the House of Commons. I don't think they normally talk about swimming pools there. But nonetheless, an incredible building and able to see 2 chambers. So for a journalist, that's pretty cool. After our trip to Parliament, we headed to Snae Fell, the island's only mountain. As you can see here, you can either get the tram up to the top or you can walk. We decided to walk, and as you can hear from Ollie's heavy breathing, it was definitely quite a tough hike. After the hike, we headed to the Bikers Cafe to enjoy a very nice, delicious, carby lunch. Soon we were back on the road and headed to the capital city of Douglas.
We're at Chester Street Car Park in Douglas, the city of Douglas. We're heading to the Manx Museum now. We're going to go across the footbridge. Let's go.
A quick walk around the museum and it was time to go home again. However, the car journey was not without its dramas.
We were approaching a junction where there were sirens, so I was proceeding with caution, and then it went to red, and then I stalled it because I was going to go proceed because the siren started to fade, and then a woman honks me. It's like, well, she was an older woman. I'm not going to say anything else, but maybe a little stressed, you know. And again, I just stalled there because I was at a roundel, and I'm not used to having passengers, so there was a lapse of judgment.
Well, days 2 and 3 were great. They were jam-packed, to be honest, Dan. So kicking off with an early breakfast down right on the southern end of the island with a good view of the Calf, and then we went straight to the most northern point, to Ramsey.
So where had you moved from days 1 to 3?
So it's interesting because on day 1 when we were in Laxey, that's on the east. Then on day 2 we went all the way up north to Ramsey. So they all sound very similar, these names. Laxey, Ramsey. So it's quite confusing. Ramsey, I think, has potential to be really nice. But as I said in the film, everything was closed on the Tuesday when we went there. So you can go very far up north. It's very flat up north as well.
How does Ramsey compare to Blackpool? Is there any similarities?
Good question, that.
I guess they're probably quite near to each other, aren't they?
Well, in terms of like
Continental drift.
Yeah.
Once the Isle of Man was a part of Blackpool.
Maybe it was. Was it?
I don't know.
You just
Probably
made that
not.
up on the spot.
I did. That's not true.
Well, no, Ramsey isn't as loud as Blackpool. It's a lot more quieter, unlike Blackpool with its illuminated tower.
So how long did it take to get from Ramsey to the other place?
So from the Calf of Man right at the bottom of the island
how long did
to
that take?
Ramsey, only about 45 minutes.
Really?
It's that small. But it's really cool because when you go just further north of Ramsey, you can go up to the most northern point, and there you can see Cumbria, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and the Republic of Ireland. So you can see every nation in the British Isles.
So
in
now
one go.
we know why Ollie Sykes loves the Isle so much.
No, we really,
I
really
think we
do.
This is the answer. You can see all 4 corners of the country.
You can. 4 corners of the kingdom. And that brings us to the final day of my trip to the Isle.
4 days with Ollie Sykes must have been enough.
Well, here's what we got up to for our last day together.
Right, we're at Magnetic Hill. The car is in neutral, yes?
Yeah, sure.
Fully neutral. And yeah, we're just...
Show them the sign.
Yeah, that's a good point. If we can get to the sign. Yeah, there's the sign. So we are here at Magnetic Hill. And allegedly the car is going to start moving backwards in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we wait.
Well, I haven't had the handbrakes on, so...
Let's take the handbrake off and see what happens. Oh, we're moving. Yeah, we're moving. And remember, we're going up a hill, so this is very unique, you know. It's hard to normally reverse up a hill. And actually we're getting some speed on, and we're doing absolutely nothing. Ollie's only steering the wheel to make sure we don't just end up in some ditch, but we're going at quite a speed. It's quite an experience, actually. Yeah, I mean, look, the car's just going backwards.
Shit.
And he just swore. Apologies, Keys, apologies. Wow. Oh, yeah. Bumpy. And, you know,
Going uphill now.
see we've gone up quite a distance from the hill. Yeah.
We are coming to a bit of, we're losing our momentum now, but we
We've
have
lo-
come up quite a bit of hill there.
We did come up
Still
quite a bit
moving
of
up
hill.
it.
And we're still moving, yeah.
Spin it round to show them the hill. And there we have it. How cool was that, guys?
That is Magnetic Hill on the Isle of Man.
Well, we're here at the Colby Glen, which is another place in the south of the Isle of Man, and as we learnt yesterday, well, Benny may have learnt for the first time, that Manx names ending in Y, Colby, Sulby, Dorby, etc., are the Viking words, and because it was the place of a farm. And here we are in Colby Glen, a beautiful glen which has sadly seen a lot of destruction in the winter sort of months this year. As you can see up the top there, due to Storm Eowyn and the other storm that we had, I think before that one or after that one, really has taken significant impact, and there was a red weather warning in place on the island for several hours, so you can really see the force to tear up something just like this. And as you can see, this is a river here. The water's still, you know, water is a strong force, so it's still making its way through, because it's only really branches, and it's not actually a dam, or it's not a dam, but yeah. I used to come down here a lot with my mates, and we'd play around, and there's a great like pool that you can plunge pool. So we've got to have a look at that. Here we are at the plunge pool. A lot more vegetation at this time of year than there has been previously. You usually could be able to see over the top. There used to be some rocks, but down there was you can't see it, I don't think, if it's still there, but there was a rope swing as well. But yes, lovely natural water, plunge pool, great for the mind, great for the body. Loved it here when I was younger. Whoa. And my brothers, their family for many years farmed up over here, and they had a farm, Cotstane Farm, is just located just up that way really. So yeah, Ballacrink.
We then left Colby Glen and took a trip to Castletown. And so in that White House that you can see in the distance, that was previously owned by Jeremy Clarkson, who once famously invited Gordon Ramsay round, and they ate lobster together, and apparently it was very good. So we're really encompassing the true British summer holiday here. We're on some tacky deck chairs in the middle of a castle town. Ollie, would you like to show the viewers what you've just got from Just Jenny's?
Which is a lovely little, it's in the square, which is a load of little tiny little retailers. There's a barber shop in there, there's like a little gift shop maybe, and then we've got Just Jenny's. There's probably some other ones that I missed, but we only just went in for the cake from Just Jenny's. White chocolate and pistachio brownie kind of cake thing.
Is it good?
Oh, it's top notch. I love pistachio stuff, and we've got a medieval castle right in front of us as well.
We do, if I just turn the camera around. Unfortunately, there is a bit of scaffolding on it, so, but that's fine. Probably
We've got to restore these historic buildings somehow, haven't we?
You know, maintenance is important. I've got a custard cream blondie. Let's just have a bite of that now. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Very delicious. So here we are at the airport. It's day 4.
I look a bit more alive than earlier.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. And it's the end of day 4 here in the Isle of Man. We're about to say goodbye. I'm very sad to be going. It's been an amazing 4 days here on the island. I'll definitely be back.
Packed a lot in.
Definitely the most unique place I've been in my life. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, I'll be back.
Got a lovely 3 legs here, let's show you.
That's to sum up the Manx.
Whichever way you throw us, we shall stand.
Absolutely.
Is the motto.
But thank you for watching our little documentary bar trip to the Isle of Man. And I suppose it's back to us now in the studio.
And if you know me and you fancy coming over, pop us a message. We do plenty of tours a year.
Absolutely.
Sykes Tours and Man.
Thanks. Bye. So, last day, Castletown. Great cake. Custard cream cake.
Yes, it looked nice. It looked good.
Delectable.
How quick was it gone?
Quite quickly, but it was such a busy day again because I had the flight in the afternoon, so we managed to get into that plunge pool as well in the morning, and then head all the way to Castletown, and then back, then to the airport. Chaos.
Oh,
And then I went back home, and it was a friend here's birthday, and ended up in Gay Village till 4 o'clock.
God.
And I was just like,
when we talk about our lives never ending, here's a prime example.
it was quite embarrassing actually because I got to the to Gay Village, and this drag queen had to gurt me because I was literally
stumbling
falling
in.
asleep.
Everyone probably thought, God, he's really drunk already.
But yeah, I was genuinely falling asleep because it
dear.
had been such an eventful trip, a great trip, and I'd love to go back again. I mean, so much to do, and I think there's still so much for me to see after only being there for 4 days.
I think in the coming episodes, I should take a trip to the Isle of Man as well.
Well, only a 25-minute flight, so
yeah, it's not
why
far,
not?
is it? Not far.
Not far at all.
So would you be able to class it as a holiday, considering you moved around so quick as much, or was it more of a trip?
This is interesting, isn't it? Because sometimes you say you go on holiday, and sometimes you say you go travelling, because when you're dashing about, yeah, it's hard to call it a holiday. But no, the Isle of Man, no, it was relaxing. I mean, those beautiful sunsets each night, loved it.
I think the best thing about this trip was Ollie Sykes' road rage.
I think so too.
I wouldn't like to spend a day in the car with him, that's for sure.
So it does turn out that being by the sea is really good for your mental health.
Being by the sea does reduce stress, improves your mental health, and boosts well-being through the clean air.
The calming blue colour and the sounds of waves promotes relaxation, encourages physical activity, and provides a higher vitamin D intake.
Although I don't think there's much vitamin D from Blackpool.
No, but I definitely did get it in the Isle of Man.
It did look nice and bright, and I'm sure your vitamin D levels are a lot higher than mine. But that brings us to the end of Talking Manny by the coast.
And don't we feel so much better for getting some sea air?
We'll be back soon, and thanks for joining us. Goodbye.
Goodbye!